Hey there everyone, Juan Romero here from SwitchWatch, back with another bargain video. We look at 10 top Switch bargains that we think are very good games that you should play on your Nintendo Switch, especially at these prices. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to start off with my pick of the week, which is Neurovoider, and has a massive 75% off this week. It's actually one of its lowest prices ever. It's a twin-stick shooter, a roguelike world, and Neurovoider is set in a dystopian future. You control a robotic mechanoids and set off to destroy reactors and shoot enemies. Now, it's one of my favourite games on the Switch from early on. Got an absolutely fantastic soundtrack. The action's intense, and any point there can be serious swarm of enemies on screen to test your mettle, full of explosions, projectiles, and it all works because the controls are spot on. Little bit of story here, but it's all about that action and picking how to play based on your preferred style. That Dan Terminus soundtrack though is absolutely spot on here, and it just elevates the whole experience to another level. There's definitely one I recommend with a 75% off now if you haven't picked it up yet. Jordan, over to you. What's your pick of the week?
Hey everyone, Jordan here with my bargain of the week. This week I'm gonna go for Little Nightmares. Now, we've probably featured this game quite a bit over the years, but I don't think I've had my say on it, so are you ready? Buy it. That's my 2 cents. What, you want more? Alright, this is a fantastic little title from Bandai. Not their usual sort of game, since there's no spiky hair anime dudes or Gundam in sight. It's a bit different. A puzzle horror game, very surreal, disturbing, grotesque, and it needs to be played by everyone. It's not on sale in North America at the minute, but Europe has a rather spiffing deal, 80% off. 6 of your finest quid on the eShop, or €7 if you're in Euroland. Of course, it is available physically in Europe too, but you won't get it for that price.
Thank you very much indeed, Jordan. Next up is Death Road to Canada, which has 60% off, one of its lowest prices ever, just $4.79 in the UK, $5.99 for our friends in the US and in Europe. Originally released with support for 2-player co-op, it's now been boosted to 4-player in a patch. This is a welcome addition in this quirky, heavily randomized survival game. This one is all about the risk versus reward. There's decisions to be made throughout this journey, and each playthrough is unique, but always features hilarious moments, making it a great hangout together game. Now, what I would say about Dragon Quest Builders 2, it has 40% off, but it's still quite a bit of money to pay. But if you like this sort of game, then you're definitely going to want to purchase it. Now, what I would sort of recommend is there is a free demo of this right now. So if you're not sure, download that and you'll sort of see what it's all about. Well, I can tell you a little bit of information. You can create your own unique character, and there's a nice journey that you can go on. And you can also join together with other builders to collaborate on your own amazing creation. I find this game to be a lot of fun. My daughter also loves it, but as I say, I recommend you try out the demo to really see if it's for you first of all, and then if it is, go ahead and purchase and enjoy. Now, if you like games like Theme Hospital, Theme Park, if you remember those ones and you have fond memories, then you're going to like 2 Point Hospital. The wacky diseases, implausible cures, and hilarious gameplay is absolutely no slouch here. With 60% off the Jumbo Edition, which includes all the DLC, you cannot go far wrong if you like simulation games like these. AER Memories of Old has been featured a few times on our bargains video, but it's only because we like it, and it has a massive 90% off. It matches a previous sale. Just £1.79 is ridiculous here in the UK, $1.99 for our friends in the US and in Europe. Now, AER Memories of Gold is one of those relaxed games. It's got a little bit of combat, a few puzzles, and lots of exploration. It really is a nice adventure, greater than the sum of its parts. Striking colours, a lo-fi polygon graphics impress, and the main way of exploring, transforming into a bird is simply fun. A short game, probably not worth it at full price when it originally released, but at this price, an absolute bargain. Figment at the moment has an incredible, you guessed it, 90% off. I'm going to feature a few really cheap games but really good quality ones in the next few that are coming up. Just £1.79 again for our friends here in the UK. It's a fantastical look into the inner workings of the human mind, challenges depression, joy, the full spectrum of our inner thoughts in a real playful puzzle game. Now, I really like the visual style here. I think it's fantastic. The colours, quirky ideas of the mindscape are portrayed very well, and the puzzles and the gameplay for the most part are good. I wouldn't say they're fantastic, but they are good. There is some light combat, some tracking back to figure out how to progress, but overall, a very enjoyable game when you consider the price. Come on, it's so cheap that if you're just looking for something to play and you like these types of puzzles, you cannot go wrong here, guys. State of Mind is another that I featured on this week's list to have 90% off, just £1.59 and £1.99 for our friends in the US and Europe again. So with a Blade Runner vibe, State of Mind is a narrative-driven story adventure which is set in 2048 Berlin. It is rather predictable, the story, but still enjoyable, like watching a cheesy sci-fi flick whilst eating popcorn on your couch, and the visuals stand out as pretty decent, to be fair. The look of the world I really enjoyed, and it's the high point. Throughout the game, you are a passenger. You will interact with a few puzzles here and there, but ultimately, you're along for the journey. At its original price, I think it was just way too much, considering the competition with the amount of games on the Nintendo Switch. But at this price, honestly, again, with 90% off, I just think it's worth adding to your collection if you haven't played this yet. How you doing so far, guys? Are you enjoying the video? If so, why not consider subscribing for your weekly dose of Nintendo Switch bargains? Here's another one with Lumo, which has 90% off, same price in all regions, as you can see in the bottom left there. Lumo is a love letter to isometric platformers, a genre that has been quite dormant for a long time. It features some upgraded visuals and sounds and throws in a bunch of puzzles for good measure. There's 400 rooms to navigate, and these are a blast to be played in short bursts or for longer sessions. There's lots of nods to games that came before, but don't worry if you don't catch them, it will not impact your enjoyment. A really addictive little game for a great price. Last but not least, we have Silence S'il vous plaît, no, Silence on the Nintendo Switch, which has 90% off in all regions. The follow-up to The Whispered World and its point-and-click adventure that looks gorgeous. The theme is of personal growth and some dark discovery into your own fears. Apart from the looks, the audio is decent, the puzzles are enjoyable with a few different elements thrown in for good measure. The biggest issue with this game was its steep price tag originally. Luckily enough for you, you don't have to worry about that anymore, as it has 90% off in all regions. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Really hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit that subscribe button and bell notification so we can notify you when our next video goes live. I've taken over the bargains section for the foreseeable future, as those of you who know, James unfortunately, and with his wife, had some premature twins at 24 weeks. Luckily, this is the third week now since they've been born, and they are stable, so they're now at 27 weeks, and day by day, hopefully they're getting stronger. So we send all of our support and love to him, and hopefully everything will be okay soon, and he'll be back doing what he enjoys, making videos. Thank you so much for all of your support, all of you members, subscribers, and if you're still watching here, you're an absolute legend. We really do appreciate it. Tune in tomorrow for Jordan's physical video, which we know you all love, showing off your physical purchases and him talking about when that next juicy physical is going to land on the Nintendo Switch. Take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.